Once seen as a potential rival to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the DCEU has faced its fair challenges over its 10 years lifespan. From soaring highs to disappointing lows, join us as we explore the 8 key moments that led to the downfall of the DCEU. Man of Steel marked Zack Snyder's debut in the world of DC Comics, presenting a darker and more brooding interpretation of Superman compared to the previous cinematic incarnations. The film, initially conceived by Christopher Nolan, showcased Snyder's signature visual style and philosophical themes, garnering mixed reviews from critics and audiences alike. However, its solid box office performance, grossing $667 million worldwide, signaled a promising start for Snyder's vision for the DC Universe. Building up the foundation laid by Man of Steel, Snyder embarked on his most ambitious project yet, Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice. Serving as both a sequel to Man of Steel and a prelude to the Justice League, the film brought together two iconic superheroes, Batman and Superman, for an epic showdown. However, behind-the-scenes studio interference and conflicting creative visions hindered Snyder's original vision, leading to criticism over the film's lengthy runtime and disjoint narrative. Despite these challenges, Batman vs. Superman managed to achieve commercial success, earning $872 million worldwide. Yet, the film fell short of meeting the lofty expectations set by Warner Bros. And DC Comics. While it provided thrilling moments and introduced key characters like Wonder Woman, the film failed to resonate with some audience due to its convoluted plot and tonal inconsistencies. Warner Bros. Attempted to replicate the success of Marvel's Cinematic Universe with its own interconnected universe using DC Comics characters, faced numerous challenges from the outset. Suicide Squad, released in 2016, was a prime example of the struggle. Positioned as a gritty and irreverent take on the superhero genre, the film aimed to capitalize on the popularity of anti-hero narratives following the success of Marvel's Deadpool. However, extensive studio interference and last-minute reshoots led to tonal inconsistencies and a disjoint narrative, ultimately affecting the film's reception among critics and audiences alike. Despite an impressive box office performance, Suicide Squad failed to live up to its potential and fell short of delivering a cohesive and satisfying viewing experience. The troubled production of Suicide Squad underscored the broader issues plaguing Warner Bros.' approach to building the DC Extended Universe. Studio executives' attempts to micromanage creative decisions and impose their vision on filmmakers hindered the development of a cohesive and compelling cinematic universe. As a result, the DCEU struggled to establish a distinct identity and differentiate itself from its Marvel counterpart. However, in an attempt to replicate the tone and style of Deadpool, Warner Bros. Ordered extensive reshoots for Suicide Squad, aiming to inject more humor and levity into the film. This decision led to significant tonal inconsistencies as the movie struggled to find a cohesive balance between its darker themes and comedic elements. Additionally, the rushed nature of the reshoot resulted in a disjoint narrative and underdeveloped character arcs, ultimately leading to disappointed reviews from both critics and audiences. Despite these challenges, Suicide Squad managed to perform moderately well at the box office, grossing over $700 million worldwide. However, its critical reception highlighted the pitfalls of studio interference and the dangers of trying to emulate the success of a competitor without staying true to the original vision. The film's shortcomings underscored the importance of allowing filmmakers to create freedom to realize their vision rather than succumbing to studio mandates and external pressures. Wonder Woman emerged as a beacon of hope for the struggling DC Extended Universe with its release in 2017, directed by Patty Jenkins and starring Gal Gadot in the titular role. The film garnered widespread acclaim for its compelling storyline and groundbreaking portrayal of a female superhero. It shattered stereotypes and showcased the power of representation in the mainstream cinema, resonating deeply with audiences around the world. Despite the immense pressure to deliver a successful film, Wonder Woman exceeded expectations both critically and commercially, grossing over $800 million worldwide and revitalizing confidence into DCEU's potential. However, behind the scenes, Wonder Woman faced its own set of challenges, including studio-mandated changes that altered the film's final act. Reports surfaced suggesting that Warner Bros. Executives intervened to modify certain elements of the climax, seeking to enhance the film's commercial appeal. The trouble seems to continue with Justice League, Snyder's ambitious team-up film. Despite Snyder's departure during post-production, Warner Bros. Insisted on significant reshoots under Joss Whedon's direction, leading to a tonal shift and a lackluster reception. Corporate greed further marred the DCEU's future as executives prioritized bonuses over delaying films for quality. The release of Justice League left fans divided and sparked the release of the Snyder Cult movement. While Aquaman proved to be a box office success, it became too late to salvage the DCEU's reputation. With a change in leadership at DC Films, the future of the franchise remains uncertain. But unfortunately, the release faced a setback when an unfinished version of the film leaked online months before its official debut. Despite this setback, the anticipation for the Snyder Cut remained high. And when it finally premiered on HBO Max, it was met with overwhelming support from fans and critics alike. The success of the Snyder Cut reignited hope among DCEU fans, showing that with enough demand, even the most unlikely projects can come to fruition. However, it also highlighted the turmoil within Warner Bros. And DC Films, with allegations of abuse and misconduct surfacing during the Justice League reshoots. As the dust settled, Warner Bros. Faced mounting pressure to address these issues and rebuild trust with both fans and industry insiders. The departure of key executives and the ongoing investigation into workplace misconduct signaled a shift in the company's culture, one that prioritized accountability and transparency. Yet the challenges facing the DCEU were far from over. The simultaneous release of Wonder Woman 1984 in theaters and on streaming platforms raised questions about the future of the movie's distribution in a post-pandemic world. While the film garnered mixed reviews, its box office performance fell short of expectations, leaving Warner Bros. To reassess its strategy for future releases. And with the restructuring of Warner Bros. Discovery, the future of DC Films and the DCEU hangs in the balance. As Walter Hamada's contract approaches its end on October 22nd, speculations arose about who would take the helm of the DC Films next. Despite the challenges and controversies that have plagued DCEU over the years, there remains a glimmer of hope for its future. With new leadership at Warner Bros. Discovery, there is potential for a fresh start and a renewed focus on delivering quality content that resonates with both fans and critics. The success of projects like the Snyder Cut and Peacemaker demonstrate the enduring popularity of DC characters and the potential for innovative storytelling within the DCEU. As the landscape of the entertainment industry continues to evolve, Warner Bros. Discovery has an opportunity to redefine the DCEU and cement its place as a worthy competitor to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This announcement sent shockwaves to the DC fan community as the era of the DC Extended Universe came to a close and a new chapter began with the DCEU Gods and Monsters. Fans were left grappling with mixed emotions, ranging from disappointment to excitement as they pondered the implications of this reboot. With James Gunn and Peter Safran at the helm of DC Studios, there was a sense of uncertainty about the direction the franchise would take. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Also, feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section below.